Okay, I wanted to go over this problem because I totally screwed it up in the office hours, so it's a little tricky. Anyway, okay, suppose that on a round trip, 1,000 miles each way, you average 45 miles per hour on the way out, and then you average 65 on the way back. What is your average speed for the entire trip? The trick with this one is that you can't just say 45 plus 65 divided by 2 and have that be your average, because these are average speeds, and so you'd be taking the average of the average speed, not finding the average speed. So the way you do this is it tells you, remember that speed is found by taking distance divided by time. So speed, or rate, equals distance divided by time. We need to find the time. What we're going to do, so the average rate would be the average, the distance 1 plus distance 2 divided by time 1 plus time 2. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to go our rate, so we're going to find our 2 times. So we have distance 1. So distance 1 is 45, right? Oh, sorry. Just kidding. Distance 1 is not 45. That's our rate. Distance 1 is 1,000. And distance 2 is 1,000. We don't know what our time is. We need to use that for both of them. So our first rate is 45. That's rate 1 equals distance 1, which is 1,000, divided by time. Okay? So I'm going to multiply both sides by t here. Both sides by t. So then I get 45t. Those cancel out, and I get 1,000. So then I divide this side by 45. Divide this side by 45. And on my calculator, it's going to be 22.22. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. Okay, so that's our first thing. Then we're going to find the second rate, or second time. So that one is going to be 65. So that's the rate, equals distance, which is again 1,000, divided by time 2, which is what we don't know. Gotta figure that one out. So I multiply both sides by t again. I get 65t equals 1,000. Again, it might help you to put a t1 and a t2 because they're different. Then I divide by 65. Divide by 65, I get t2 equals, we say 1,000 divided by 65. That one is 15.38. Okay, so then I'm going to add that down here too. All right, I didn't leave myself very much room there, did I? All right, so now I'm going to just use my calculator and figure those out. So I'm actually, if I add the top together, so moving down here, if I add the top together, I'm going to get 2,000 divided by 22.22 plus 15.38. And that equals 37.6. So I take 2,000 divided by 37.6, and I get 53.19. The answer is 53. Okay, so the mistake I made, which got me all screwed up, is that let me erase some of this so I can see, so I can show you what the mistake that I made was. Whoa, I just did something weird. Okay, was that I was trying to go distance over time plus distance over time. And that distance 1 over time 1 plus distance 2 over time 2. Well, that just gives you what you started with. That's just the average. And then they'd both be divided by 2. Or, you know, I'm just... Anyway, so it just gave you the same answer. So don't do it this way. Do it this way. Okay? So in that little hint is what helps you. And you may or may not have this question pop up on your test. But if you do, you'll know how to do it. All right, and thanks, Kim, for reminding me. I worked it out last night, and then I couldn't remember how I got the answer, so I was kind of embarrassed in class, but anyway, there it is for you, neat and tidy. All right, good luck.